Boom. All right, ladies and gentlemen, she's using AI to dress men better, and it's working. Let's get this show started. Here we go.
Shut up and sit down.
Look, a business can give you everything you want in life: prestige, wealth, freedom. It can also take everything away from you. This show is for those who are willing to take that risk. These are the real life stories of entrepreneurs. But before we start, I have one small favor to ask. Please leave a comment. It can be advice, critiques, tips, feedback, or share this with someone because your engagement is the most valuable and most powerful form of social currency. So thank you, and welcome to another episode of Business Bros. All right, Business Bros. Now, she's a former Meta and eBay tech executive turned fashion entrepreneur. Her company is changing the way men think about style using AI to eliminate shopping stress and maximize confidence. So let's welcome to the show, founder of Taelor, Miss Anya Cheng. Now we can get the party started. Welcome, Anya.
Hello. This is Anya from Silicon Valley. Now I'm running an AI company to pick clothes for busy men, sales guy, single guy. If you're not into fashion but we need to look good for your date night, for your business meetings, I'm here for you. Before starting a company, I help you Facebook, Instagram shopping, was a head of product for eBay, and then also help McDonald's build out their food delivery business globally when Uber Eats just started. And then I teach marketing and product management AI at Northwestern University. Excited to be here.
Wow, that's quite a resume. Let me ask you about your days in the eBay and Facebook time. What skills did you need to have going into that kind of career, and what do you think you got out of it that helped you, especially in this business venture?
I think so. The second part first is like, how do I get what skills that I learn? I think the number one is how to think. What I mean is, in those companies, everybody is an Ivy League graduate, so they don't believe in any of your ideas. No idea is good, but you can convince them with your logic. So how you think is really important. I'll give you a simple example. If you are a fruit stand owner, you say we should put the watermelon outside of the store because you can eliminate it, thief, so you can increase revenue. And this point of time, your intern came to you, say, no, I don't believe you. I really think we should put watermelon inside, right next to the refrigerator, because we sell juice and juice has higher margin. This means what? Means that both of you have the same goal, which is increase revenue, but you have very different strategy. One is reduce thief, the other one is increase margin. Of course, you have different tactic. One is putting watermelon outside, one is putting right next to a refrigerator inside. So what I learned most out of this big tech company is to train how you think, how you explain how you think, so then you can convince someone else with your logic. And how to get there, I think you have relevant experience. Like, for example, I was leading the e-commerce team for emerging market at eBay, where I led Latin America, Africa, Asia. So when I joined Meta, they want me to help to run their Wi-Fi business, which is going to India, Nigeria, Kenya, Tanzania. So they were looking for someone with international experience, with a product experience, but also have a marketing background. So relevant experience, of course, is highly important. But of course, if you are looking for those company but don't want to be entrepreneur, then always reach out, because referral are go. Just like in the startup world, founders are always, or investors always taking calls for people who are referred by someone else.
With the skill sets that you developed coming out of these companies, the ability to market and grow these kinds of products, working with teams to help kind of launch these types of things, how did you choose to go into fashion from there?
Yeah, I hate fashion. That's why I'm here. When I was at Meta and eBay as a female executive there, leading the large team, I did feel a little bit imposter syndrome. As a mid-level managers and leading the large engineering team, I came from data scientist and marketing background, but not engineering. So I always feel like, well, people really think I'm an appropriate boss. So I feel like at least I need to dress up so people won't find out that I'm freaking working out every day. So I start trying some subscription boxes like Stitch Fix. Those are old school subscription boxes require you to buy. They style you, but once you receive the box, you have few days, you have to decide, and then you buy something. Once you buy, that means laundry, that means ironing, that means tidying up, and you need to mean organizing your outfit. That mean you have to style yourself, and I hate all of those. So I start trying some rental company. Amore, Newly, Rent the Runway. Newly is a company that started by Urban Outfitter 4 years ago. Now they make 400 million revenue per year. But all of those women's rental company require me to browse. 20,000 garments, 30,000 garments, spend 2 hours and browse. And there was a moment that I realized fashion companies are designed for people who are into fashion. But they are not designing for people who need to look good. Sales guy, single guy, recruiter, pastor, professor, who need to look good, but not into fashion. And that's why Taylor was born. We use AI to pick clothes for you, and then we send you real clothes for you to wear for a couple weeks. Once you're done, return the dirty clothes, get next shipment, like your Netflix for outfit. No more shopping, no more laundry. Always looking great.
I love that concept. I don't like doing laundry. I do it all the time, but I don't necessarily like doing laundry. And even worse, I don't like shopping. I'm like you. It doesn't matter. However, I know that if I was to just dress my normal, comfortable way, no one would look at me. Not even my wife probably would look at me. She'd be like, what is up with this guy? But as soon as you put on a nice shirt, a nice outfit, nice shoes that kind of go with it, you have this immense glow up that happens. And all of a sudden, you become a head turner when you otherwise would never even be noticed at all. What kind of response have you been getting when you launch this as far as, AI is going to pick my clothes for me? How does that even work? What kind of response are you getting?
Yeah, so most of people actually don't know what they need, what they want. Most of our customers, for example, they'll say, I will never wear pink or green and orange or blue red. I only wear blue. But you many times, well, AI will pick something out of their comfort zone, and we have professional human stylists will double check. So you don't need to be a prompt engineer, and will send you real clothes. And the moment they receive, like, whoa, you give me a green. Don't worry, I give you as a bonus item for free. Give it a try. Our customer will say, this is amazing. Looks great on me. Can I buy 2 of them? So many times our customers are busy men who have been wearing the same thing again and again in the last 10 years. So they don't know what they need. They don't know what looks good. So how do our AI pick clothes? Easy peasy. So simply they signed up for the service, save less than $100, from $50 to $100. They can wear 5 or 10 clothes per month. They fill out a simple quiz. We'll ask you for your height and weight body measurement, which we don't always use because most of the time you think you are taller than you think. You say, okay, I am definitely like 7 feet 6'5", where I'm definitely size medium. No. Go to your closet. Tell me your favorite outfit. Wait, when am I starting wearing extra large? Yes, you have been wearing that for last 3 years. You just didn't know that you have gained weight. So we use a lot of information. Like we ask you your favorite outfit. We ask you for your fit issue. Usually sleeve too long, pants too long, or belly too tight. And then from there, you upload a few pictures of yourself. You heart some item like dislike, I dislike, and you share. Most importantly, your goal. Our customers don't care what they wear, but they care getting a job, getting a date, close a deal. Our job is to help you to portray whatever things you want to achieve and portray who you want to be. So the most important thing is we helped you get a day, get a job, not just help you to look good.
Love that. All right. So if I want to be a part of this, I'm assuming this is a subscription process that happens. What is a first time user? What can we expect? Obviously, you just discussed the measurements and getting yourself squared away with your questionnaire, getting yourself rocking and rolling. But what can I expect? What comes in the mail? Is it like a full outfit? Am I talking shoes, socks, underwear? Like what comes in there?
Yeah, this full outfit, no shoes, no socks yet. But you got a full outfit from like shorts or sweaters or jackets and pants and jeans. So whatever fit with your needs for your next couple weeks. So for less than $100 subscription, which you can cancel anytime, After you fill out the simple quiz, you can schedule a real Zoom call with a human stylist. So who our stylists actually style for Oscars, Emmy Awards, and we work with over 300 brands and with 20,000 garments. So you can talk to the human stylist and just like, hey, this is my issue. This is stuff that I really like. This is a few pictures that I sent you that I like and I dislike. The rest of the thing I have no idea. Please figure it out for me. So you will receive the shipment. Say you order the 7-item plan. You usually get like 3 outfits, and you can mix and match. We will come in with a styling note, which generated by AI and added and double checked it with the additional information from human stylists. So we'll say pair this with this and pair this with a black shoes or white sneakers and then pair with this brown belt. So you have all of the information that's ready at your fingertips, and then you wear for a couple weeks. Whereas you don't have to laundry anything, it's already clean and ready to wear. After the couple weeks, say if you are traveling, then you put into the return envelope, which is prepaid. Give it to hotel lobby, or if you're home, drop it to any post office or open the post office apps and then hit pick up for free. Then boom, you got someone pick up from you, or drop into the post office to the box on the blue box on the street from the Whole Food. Then you're ready to go. In 2-3 days, you get next shipments like your Netflix. So once you subscribe, you can enjoy as much as you like, and then we charge a monthly fee. So once you're done and you return, get next shipments and ready for next month. Or people want to add extra item, extra shipments. I want 2 shipments per month. No problem. You wear for 2-3 weeks, you return, you get next shipments. So however that fits with your upcoming schedule.
How do you feel about the overall rental market of clothing in the future? Do you believe this is going to become more mainstream? I mean, I remember growing up and hardly anything was a subscription based. TV, you paid for cable. Today we're living in a world where almost everything is subscription based, where you can have your favorite video platform, that's a subscription based. You want to watch sports, that's a subscription based. I think we're getting used to it. How do you see the future of clothing rental as a future market?
I think that's really a lifestyle change and it's definitely a trend. If you look at circular economy, sharing economy, lazy economy, AI applications, sustainability, they are all growing over 20% amongst like year-over-year growth rate. While you see in the retail is actually negative 2% of growth rate. So if you look at newly owned by Urban Outfitter, the woman's rental company, they started less than 5 years ago. Now they make 400 million revenue, and there are 10 women's rental companies out there. Together, they serve millions of users. So it's a lifestyle change. Just like nowadays, no one buy DVD anymore unless you're home alone. You're really sure you will watch it 10 times. But every day you open the Netflix, you're ready for your show. And people usually ask us, oh, rental. Am I wearing old clothes? You know what? Secondhand is everywhere. You go to the hotel, you sleep on the bed. There were 200 people sleep there before. And during this morning, someone else just slept there. And after laundry, the same thing. You still naked and you sleep there, right? The same thing for restaurant. You go to the spoon and fork. How many people eat it before? 200 people. You still put in your mouth. Uber, the same thing. Get on the car, get off car. 10 years ago, you'd say, hey, I'm going to get on the car with a stranger. No way. But nowadays, everybody Uber, and even in the Bay Area, people Waymo for those the no driver car, self-driving car. It's the lifestyle change, and more people care about sustainability now. 30% of clothes today go directly from factory to landfill, generating 10% of carbon emission, 20% polluted water. Fashion is not one of the most polluted industries in the world. It's the most polluted industry in the world. And you can contribute, make the world better simply by renting clothes, buying secondhand clothes, but you don't have to go to trash store. All you need to do is stay home. Someone will style you, ship it to you. You wear a whole couple of weeks. Once you're done, you can buy it or you can send back the dirty clothes, never own a piece at all.
That to me is the probably my favorite part is that I don't have to wash it. I don't have to fold it. I don't have to do any of that stuff. I can send it back without having to worry about it. You talked a little bit about having that human come in and help style with you personally. There are a lot of people, myself included, that we're kind of walking away from going to a physical location. I go to grocery shopping, and that's about it as far as store hunting. Um, and I know there's more and more people, especially after COVID, who are getting more comfortable with video type of communication. Is this do you feel is this something that can kind of jump generations, or are we dealing with our target audience being a younger generation that's more I guess comfortable with online shopping?
Our customers are as young as 16, as old as 85. So I don't think there's really a specific demographic, but our customers have a lifestyle. They are busy. They don't read GQ. They are not like fashion stylists. They don't want to think about fashion, but they need to look good. They are socially active. Those are customers, sales guys, single guy, realtors, lawyers, recruiter, pastors. So they need to look good, and they don't want to spend my space to even think about it. But they also don't want to be Steve Jobs, so they don't want to wear that same thing again and again. Even Mark Zuckerberg now dressed up and he's no longer wear the hoodie. So our customers do care about looking good and portray their best image, but they don't want to spend time thinking about that, or even my spaces or folding and laundry. So
Mhm.
I think that it's not about the age, it's about lifestyle. If you are someone still love holding on stuff, like I like to buy something, I like to own this stuff, versus want the assets versus ownership, like someone who really thinks like Uber is convenient or Airbnb is great. I don't have to buy every single thing and fill out my
Mm.
closet. Then Taylor is for you. It's because you can have 10,000 garments, but without doing any laundry and fill out your space at all.
What about those types of clients that they want to look good, but they also have brand in mind? There's a certain brand loyalty that they might have. Is the clothing that's coming in brand specific, or is it no brand at all? Like, how do you specify for those people?
Yeah, we work with hundreds of brands, from very well-known brand Marine Layer, Johnson and Murphy, Bonobos, to the famous brand outside of US. You may never heard of, but it's number one best brand in Italy right now. It's trendy, everybody love it, and but it's not yet available in the US. So we source internationally to give those high quality brand a space. We don't always we have some, but not majority are now luxury brand, because most of our customers really want high quality brands. Our clothes are high quality, and those were two are different. Like you might see high quality brand, but they are not spending a lot of marketing dollars, so they may not be charging like super crazy amount. Because after renting, you can buy something, and we don't want people like, oh, I'm renting this $2,000 shirt that I never buy it. We want our customer, if they love it, they can enjoy it. So we only offer high quality premium brand. It may or may not be well known for you, but I guarantee you it's higher quality somewhere in part of the world. So over 50% of our brands are US based. They are very well known, mainstream, but also 50% we want to give a space for emerging designer who really do amazing job out there. They are so well received somewhere else. And then we want to introduce them to the US market for the consumers who haven't had chance to travel overseas.
You've been able to work with some of the bigger companies where their distribution model is around the world in some cases. How has that helped you kind of build the company that you're building right now? Are you geographic specific, like only in the US? Are you around the world where the deliveries are happening? How did you launch, and where are you today?
We only do in the US market. For a startup, really care about focus, focus, focus. Today in the US, men's apparel is 42% of total market. There were 10 companies in the women's space fighting for the 52, 58% of women's apparel, while in the menswear space, it's a whole wide space, and 42% still apparels were purchased for men's and by men. And then today in the US, there are 52 million single guy, 12 million sales guys alone, not to mention other function who are socially active, like like business development person, business owner, entrepreneurs, investors, and lawyers, recruiters, professors, those roles. So in terms of globally, we do have the staff globally. So when I was working for Meta and eBay, we have a lot of people in different part of the world. So our stylists are mostly in the Bay Area, LA, and New York, those like big fashion hub. But we also have stylists before, like in Italy, for example. European trend were really popular for East Coast customer, for example. And we also source brand from amazing countries, and they do amazing product like in UK, in Italy, in Netherlands, in Turkey, in Singapore, in Japan. And so globally, we have those brands. We also help those brands. We send back those insights from customer. Yes, I can help 30% of this clothes go directly from factory to landfill, now no longer being burned down, and then they find a new home. But also our supplier tend to send us the latest collection. This is what something they want to launch next year. They will send it to us. Why? They want to get feedback from customer right away. It's like testing ground for them. So we also help them to get feedback from the customers so they can stop producing junk. They really know what customer really wanted. And then for us, we plan in the future to do data monetization to give them insight. Oh, you just need 2 inch more here, then you can sell to most of people in the Midwest. Or you need different color, then you can pair with most of the joggers out there. Or hey, this is amazing technology. If you want to do the same outside of US, no problem. I can license you my technology. So then you can launch it in other country, and one country at a time, to help saving the world.
Now, as you said earlier, that you got to the biggest takeaway you took from these companies was to think a little bit differently. There are a lot of our listeners that are entrepreneurs or thinking about becoming entrepreneurs, and they have a very, let's say, limited scope of what a business is. When you had this idea to launch, walk me through the concept of going, first of all, just being in the entire US versus starting something locally and testing. As a marketer, we always have to test. But how did you decide to kind of just take this leap, find the tech, do the back end for this business model, and then put together, I mean, everything from where you're sourcing the clothing, where it's going to be washed, where you're going to house it? How does one entrepreneur get started like that, from your point of view, thinking a little bit differently, when I think most people would start very, very small and kind of work their way up?
We start very, very small. We start with one size, one short, one type of category, which is short. So when we started with just a bottom up short, we only have size medium. So early on, when customer gain weight or lose weight, sorry, you were too fat, you could not be our customer. When you are too skinny, you cannot be our customer. So, but however, how we start, minimum viable product, MVP. Out this work, we went on Shopify, pay them $10. We have a landing page with zero function besides say, hey, this is our concept. Put in your email, join our wait list if you are interested. I launched it. Within a couple of weeks, there was a guy email me. Say, Anya, I'm very interested in your service. Can you please open up the service for me? I ignore him. I thought he's a scam. Who were so eager and wanted to be our customer? We were nobody. A month went by, he called me. Somehow he added me on LinkedIn. He accepted. He found my phone number. He said, Anya, I'm Michael. I live in San Diego. I'm a real estate agent. I really love the brochure on your website. Can you please help ship it to me? Bump me up to the wait list. I've been waiting for 2 months. You guys must be really popular. No, we are not. We were just not ready. You're very popular. Can you please offer me the service? We went to department store, Macy's, to buy a whole bunch of stuff during Christmas sale. We went to the post office and shipped it to the customer. He became our first customer. From there, we did the same thing. We test with 100 people. From there, we learned so much from them. Oh, we need AI stylists. Otherwise, there's not enough time for stylists to style someone. We need clothes. Otherwise, they are not going to just look at the clothes. Yeah, you will look great in this way, but they cannot get the clothes, so there's no benefit for them. Oh, we need blah, blah, blah. So we know those needs, and now we have a clear business plan. We need to do A, B, C, D, E, and by doing so, we will need $2 million. We went out and start fundraising. So how do we get our first investor? So we start by with our own community. Like I am Northwestern University alum, University of Chicago alum. I'm originally from Taiwan, so I have some community. I have some women in technology community. So we're posting everywhere and getting some word out, and we start getting a few investors, including one is our professor, because I start a company with my classmates. So a lot of our classmates and professor became our first round of investor. So I asked the professor, can you introduce me some other investor? Professor said, I don't know any investor, but I know another student who is also a founder. Maybe you can ask him. So I talked to him. He's a founder in the security space. He does AI camera. In a conversation, I forgot that I'm trying to ask him for an investor. I was genuinely trying to help him. Oh, you need connection for cops. Oh, you know what? When I was working for Meta, we hired a bodyguard when we went to Nigeria. So can I connect you my bodyguard company? So I connect him with a whole bunch of leads as his potential client. 2 weeks went by, he reached out back to me. Anya, thank you so much for those amazing intro. How can I help you? Was it something that you reached out to me at the beginning when you what you needed? Oh, yes, yes,
Oh
yes. Can you
yeah.
connect me to your investor? So he connect us to Berlin Capital, which is the early investor of Lyft, Instacart, and another 10 unicorn. In half an hour, we got $1 more million. And that's how we got $2 million for our first round 2 years ago.
That's awesome. I love that story mainly because you basically reiterated what most people are starting at. You do start small. You focus in on that most valuable product. You get yourself in a situation where you're getting feedback and you're getting clients to say yes. How do I get that? And once you have that marketing in place where you're getting people literally kind of figuring out who you are and calling you and saying I need your product, then you go ahead and launch. What a great story to kind of parallel where you're at, your success. Where do you see Taelor going in the future? Where is it today? Where do you see it going here in the near future? And if people want to reach out and get started now that you don't have just a landing page brochure, how can they do that?
Yeah, so we see that we eventually become one-stop shop for busy men. We are like a gadget guy behind superheroes in those movies. You know, you have the concierge service, you have executive assistant, or in this case, that is the gadget guy for to help superheroes to get ready for their day. So we will be soon starting upon doing shoes accessory, help people to get ready for their day. Even our customer asking for can you recommend me some Valentine's Day gift? I just got your Valentine's Day outfit. I'm ready for my date night, but where's the gift and flowers? We also see ourselves to partner even more with dating sites and fitness center. We now partner with 7 dating sites, including Coffee Meets Bagel. But we see it's huge opportunity to help out single people. We also found that people who are gaining weight or losing weight through this fitness journey really need different clothes. We want to partner with school. Now we are working with some nonprofit and school to help students look presentable for their job interview. We are also helping Hollywoods. They are using a lot of rental clothes for their show. Instead of buying the clothes, we're backing different sponsors. Now they have the clothes right at their fingertip. Instead of throw away those props right away, now can they have their guest outfit ready to go? So we see a great opportunity on the B2B side, and we see ourselves also being the data insights licensing opportunities to help international brands or emerging brands to do better. So if people want to try out the service, and you go on the website tailor.style. That's Taelor.style. Tailor.style. Use the code podcast25. Podcast25. You can get 25% off first month. And if you are investors in the AI application space, want to involve in sustainability, or if you are amazing brands who want to partner with us to reach out to those white collar busy men who are not into fashion but do have money, and talk to us. My email is Anya, Anya at Taelor.ai, Taelor.ai.
Love it, love it, guys. If you're anything like me, you do not want to style yourself. You need all the help you can get, and sometimes having a person to help you is just not available for you. But now you can have the opportunity to have AI help style you, or have someone help style you, send you your clothes, you send it back dirty, They clean up your clothes, send you a whole new batch. I mean, if you thought fashion was difficult before, you have no excuse anymore. Taelor.style is the website, Taelor.style, Taelor.style. And if you are an investor like Anya was saying, you can reach out to her. Her email is Anya, Anya at Taelor.ai, Taelor.ai. Find out more about this booming opportunity. I can tell for the fellas out there, if you're interested, shoot over a podcast 25 promo code and get 25% off your first month. Get yourself started, start looking good, start feeling good, and maybe you can change your status from single to in a relationship. Anya, thank you very much for being on the podcast today. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace. And we're out.
It's over. Go home.
Is your business in need of marketing? Try starting a podcast, but not just any podcast. Podcast like a pro. We can show you how to take your business from being invisible to becoming a brand people trust. Go to www.businessbros.biz to get started today.